The popularity of a Netflix documentary keeps growing, as are threats against Manitowoc County officials. Making a Murderer follows the case of Stephen Avery, his wrongful conviction for rape, and later conviction for murder. And as our Jenna Sachs reports tonight, it has many calling for a new trial.
Public outcry over a Netflix documentary.
We're getting threats. The Sheriff's Department is getting threats daily.
Michael Griesbach is an assistant district attorney in Manitowoc County and worked there in 2003 when Stephen Avery first made national headlines. Avery was exonerated for a rape he did not commit. He'd spent 18 years in prison.
I was troubled by it, and that was a large reason for my working on this book.
Griesbach wrote a book about Avery and now serves on the Innocence Project board. He believes Avery is guilty of murdering Teresa Halbach in 2005.
I think the evidence throughout has been clear.
Griesbach doesn't buy the documentary's implication that evidence was planted by law enforcement as retribution for Avery's multi-million-dollar lawsuit against the county.
Well, I thought it was horribly one-sided. It was agenda-driven.
The documentary has motivated hundreds of thousands of people to sign a petition calling on the president and Governor Scott Walker to pardon Avery. Walker says that's not likely.
Just because a documentary on TV says something doesn't mean that that's actually what the evidence shows.
Avery's defense attorney, Dean Strang, appeared on Fox News Channel Tuesday evening and responded to prosecutor Ken Kratz's complaints that the documentary leaves out key evidence.
The fact is that his best arguments, his best evidence made it, and indeed claims that he made that weren't evidence made it into this film.
But my understanding was...
Griesbach says the president can't pardon Avery, and there's only one way he gets a new trial.
If new evidence were to present itself that was not known at the time.
Griesbach does think the film raises some legitimate questions about the questioning of Brendan Dassey, Avery's nephew, who was also convicted in Halbach's murder. Questions like whether the techniques used were coercive and whether Dassey had fair representation. Dassey now has an appeal before federal court. Ted.
A lot of people talking about that. Jenna, thank you.